Yeah, I'm apparently here too. I once again, and this is not a plug. Where's my controller? This is not a plug, but that ear cleaner that I've been talking about once again proved its value in less than like 2 minutes. It's literally one of the best things I've ever bought off Amazon, and it was only like 13 bucks. And it seriously, once again, is just so fucking good. So I'm very grateful to that. That's probably my one thing that I actually really, I should buy another, honestly. I always like to one up, so that way I'm never down on something. It's so nice. It cleans you out really nicely. Because I woke up from my nap, and I was like, oh, fuck. I feel terrible. All right. Well, I haven't done any of my roulettes for today, really. I know that it's not up on the screen yet. There's no point. Not yet, at least. Yeah, my controller is experiencing drift. Let's see if I could fucking get it on camera before I start. Oh, let me also change the Howling Blade counters. Properties. Day Savan. I think this is fully updated. I think 228 was the end of the day. Today's best pull, N/A. Personal best mech. Total runs to phase 2. Yeah, I think that's it. There you go. Jesus. Yeah, let's see if I could... Because this shit was drifting like crazy earlier today. And that's why I didn't want to raid, because I was playing earlier today with Dax, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this drift? Seriously. Because I can't play on a controller that has drift. You see how precise this shit is? And I have a spare controller right here that I bought back in 2019, but it's an Xbox One controller. And the thing I don't like about the Xbox One controller is that it's a USB-B instead of a USB, you know, whatever it is. So I use a USB-C to USB-C connection, and because my motherboard has a USB-C connection hole, and so I use that now because it frees up a USB slot, so I have to wait. I also ordered another controller in general, so it'll be here tomorrow. So I guess we'll just scrub it out today, and just whatever happens, the fuck happens, man. Nothing I can do. What happened? I tried to go see a movie, but we got the timing wrong, so we ate out instead. I can't hear you, but I'll tune in later. Lucamine forever. Very nice. Twofold Prog. Twofold Prog again. Twofold into Champion Circuit. P2 Prog. Champion Circuit. Maybe we do some more twofold. We don't push the envelope today. We just do some more of the shit we've seen already. Unbelievable. Yeah, no, that ear cleaner is so good. That's like my one like medical story ever dealing with fucking healthcare. $13 would have saved me like $600. It's insane. See if I can get that drift. I don't know. Now watch it fix itself. It'll start behaving now that I've spent money. Like, can you believe this shit? Now that I've spent money, it's not gonna drift. It could just be when it gets like used a lot and I guess hot. I don't know. But what the fuck? Now it won't drift. This shit was like drifting like crazy. I mean, I'm gonna retire this controller anyway. And I'll just be one up on a controller. Oh, and I found out also today that the voice actor for Howling Blade is actually a relatively unknown guy. Apparently all the voice actors for this tier are relatively unknown to my knowledge. Now, Brute Abominator obviously does not have a voice actor. Brute Abominator he's long gone. But apparently it's some guy by the name of Joey Sourless. and he's really good. Dude, you need a good agent. You need to get in some more shit, man. Like, you sound like you've been voice acting anime and shit for like 30 years. Dude is young. And he's good. That's what I'm saying, man. There's a lot of really good video game voice acting talent out there. You just never hear about it because it's a cartel run by the same 20 people. And like, don't get me wrong, I love the same 20 people. They're great, but there's also a lot of other people out there who are complete unknowns. Funnily enough, the guy that voices Dancing Green is actually in Date Everything. I forget who he plays, but I saw him because my friend was showing me the game, and I was like, oh my god, it's the fucking... I remembered his name from when he was talking about it on social media. So they got a bunch of relative unknown people to voice act like the majority of these characters, and it's fucking cool. It's like you're really experiencing an entire, you know, it's people you think you've heard your whole life, and you haven't. And I was like, dude, who the hell is voice acting like half of this cast? Like, who voice acts La Habrea when he's Hephaestus? Who does that? Because they gave this guy some of the rawest lines, and that's what sticks in my head forever, is when a really good fight has really good voice acting. Yeah, I looked it up, apparently on IMDb. Now, maybe anyone can edit it, but I saw he commented on a YouTube video, and I saw that on IMDb, so I'm pretty sure it's him. You won't know until the end of the expansion, I think, where they show the whole credit reel, which I think is kind of silly. Why don't they just tell, you know, announce it after it's been done? But yeah, it was fucking cool. Dude, like, I'm gonna remember this fight forever, partially because I'm a dumbass and I should have done it ages ago, but also because his voice acting is really good. Ugh. Alright, now that's done. Yeah, this won't be a long session, just so everyone knows. It won't be very long. Okay. Oh, good lord. Alright. I feel like I've heard this dude my whole life in anime across, you know, whatever. It turns out I literally have not. He's been in like a handful of games. And this is probably, you know, without looking too deep, and maybe he could clarify someday, this is probably, from what I could tell, his biggest role in a big video game. I didn't look into everything else. So, if IMDb is correct, and I don't really have any sneaking suspicion someone would lie about a random raid boss voice actor, what a glow up. You know, and I said the same thing about Xenoblade 3, and they're switching classes. It's freaking me out. I said the same thing about Xenoblade 3 and Fire Emblem Three Houses. Like, half of Three Houses was established characters, and then the other half of Fire Emblem Three Houses, the other half of Three Houses was like people I've never heard of before. And that's the thing I like about Nintendo, is that they just get pretty good voice actors. Although I guess maybe it would be better to say Intelligent Systems and Monolith as well. I don't know who does the full casting. But I respect them for that, you know? Can you fend off a pack of wolves? That's actually what I'm gonna name tomorrow's stream, by the way. Whatever I named it, yeah, we're gonna change it. We're gonna change it. Can you fend off a pack of wipes? Love it. Let me update the thumbnail while I'm sitting here doing nothing. Can you fend off a pack of wolves? Alright, I'd like to start tomorrow by 2:30. I will advise. Let's see. Oh yeah, apparently they're doing a Tales of Berseria remaster, since the Tales of Xillia. It's really easy to remaster shit, especially in the modern era. You're not even like rescaling it or anything. So Namco is just doing a bunch of Tales of remasters. So they already remastered Symphonia, then they disappeared and didn't remaster Abyss. Then they came out this year with the Tales of, what's the one? Tales of Xillia 1 remaster, and no Tales of Xillia 2 remaster. So it's like, what the fuck, dude? They hate their sequels, and it makes absolutely no sense why they couldn't just put both remasters on there. And you know, really, because let's be fair, these games came out over 12 years ago. Nope. Fuck you. I have no idea why that's the case, and I wish it was not. Isn't that great? No, Ash is gone. Okay. This would be stream number 129. Yeah, Viv, what is it? Save. Back. Stream number 130. Saturday, I don't even know what my hours will be, so I'm not even gonna fill in Saturday yet. Oh, Stargate is back apparently. That's what it is. Although by the time I've said it, you've probably seen it, maybe. Let's see. Save. I guess on Sunday we'll take a break. Maybe. Yeah, you know what? I don't think maybe I won't raid on Thanksgiving because the raid quality is going to be pretty shit. So maybe what I'll do is I'll move 134 to Friday. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. You know what I will play on Saturday though? I will play Assassin's Creed. That's what I will play. Sorry, on Thanksgiving. If I am not comatose from food, I will play Assassin's Creed Shadows on Friday. I'm sorry, on Thanksgiving. Jesus. And then we'll sprinkle some of it in across some of the other days. Because I want this done, man. Like, I seriously, I just want it fucking done. So, whatever I have to do to fulfill that, I will fulfill that. It would be really nice if I didn't have to juggle streams like this, but such is life. All right, what am I playing on the 23rd? What day is the 23rd? Sunday? Gee, I wonder what I'll be playing on Sunday. Gee, I wonder. You know what? Let's also. I'm gonna change some of these names. There you go. There you go. Let's talk about some wolf fun facts because I love wolves now. Wolves are intelligent social pack animals that can run up to 35 miles per hour and travel miles in a single day. They have a complex communication system that includes a variety of facial expressions and howls that can be heard up to 6 miles away. As apex predators, they are crucial for a healthy ecosystem and can go up to 14 days without food at a time. Ooh. Look at that. Every pack has a unique howl. Are you serious? That's crazy. What the fuck? They use a range of facial expressions to communicate with each other. There you go. Look at that. How does this help me in the raid? It doesn't. Oh, what I did find out also, because the comments section is where all the gold is apparently normally Fenrir uses ice and wind. Right, those are the two elements most associated with Fenrir. If you were to go back to, what's that one dungeon in A Realm Reborn? I don't remember. Snowcloak. If you were to go back to Snowcloak, where at the very end you fight Fenrir. That's not it. Where the fuck is the dungeon list? There you go. If you were to go back all the way to Snowcloak, when you fight Fenrir at the end, it uses ice and wind. The reason why Fenrir here uses earth and wind instead of ice and wind is because the 9th completely became saturated with lightning. The element that's opposite to it is actually ice. So ice virtually disappears, allegedly. Could be fanfic, but that did kind of explain why it's an earth and wind fight and not an ice and wind, is because Fenrir's on the 9th probably had to evolve and adapt to use earth instead of ice, because ice is probably gone. Because we know that once a shard gets saturated with one element, the other element virtually disappears, which is why everything goes out of whack. We know this because in Shadowbringers, when they made the Flood of Light, virtually all darkness and dark element anything disappeared from the 9th. We know this. There's a whole expansion about this. And that's why the vice versa already happened with the 13th. When the 13th had its Flood of Darkness, which the Ascians completely fucked up and made it unusable, basically, there was no light anymore, which is why the 13th is effectively just a giant marble that's in a constant state of darkness. It literally looks like a jawbreaker. Uh-oh. Is this person just DCing? Okay, it looks like everyone else is fine. Knock on wood, but it looks like the DDoSes have kind of subsided a bit. In fact, let me fact check this. Plot any? Where the fuck is plot any? I'm gonna lit over around. I've been here way too much. It's this house over here. I mean, I say that, but I also haven't really done it. Yeah, I don't really like how plot any is right here. And 5 feet later is Wolekdorf. Oh, fuck is it? Isn't there a chart in here somewhere? Yeah, here we go. Is this one? Right? Yes. Can't jump on it. Yeah, there you go. I think you can actually get this in your house. Yeah, lightning is on top of ice. It's an umbral element. There you go. See, I'm smart. I knew in my heart deep down, because I remember that water and fire are on opposites. So ironically, whatever shard had the sundering of fire, that's probably the most fucked up shard. Like, howling winds are one thing. The land rumbling and breaking apart is kind of like Final Fantasy VI a bit. And floods are obviously, you know, whatever, right? That's also a plot line in some other game. I forget which game it was. I can't remember. And then there's a shard of ice. We've only seen lightning of the non-astral and umbral elements. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, so they could have shifted it left. That is also true. Because what is Wicked Thunder supposed to be again? An Ixion? Yeah, but Ixions have always been lightning aspected, so I guess that kind of makes sense anyway. Ixions have always been lightning aspected. I don't think anyone else has this level of actual world lore in it. They should really mention that point blank in the story. Maybe they did, but I kind of feel like they didn't, and I just don't remember. So they had to evolve to be completely different because there's no more ice, so they shifted right on the chart. It's actually funny because Earth and Wind are on opposite ends of the spectrum, which is kind of interesting. Just the little touches like that. That's what I like about 14 raid bosses compared to World of Warcraft bosses. You don't usually get this kind of lore in World of Warcraft bosses. Mainly because A, they don't really build story for a lot of the bosses. They're just kind of powerful people in someone's army usually. Like, you just don't get that. They do have good pull quotes in WoW, but like that's it. Like you don't really have mechanics in like some of the old fights in the more classical 14 sense. I know I'm using classical in reverse. It should be in the more novel 14 way, but I don't know. Like to me, it's just kind of fun. I enjoy that. It's very showy. A lot of showmanship here. So yeah, there you go. Now remember, Umbral, despite its name, is actually a lot of shit happening. It's very tumultuous, whereas Astral is very stagnating. Someone likened it to Black Mage's 2 phases at one point, and I was like, you know, that makes perfect sense, actually. That's why it's Umbral Ice and Astral Fire, and not the other way around. Because you literally cannot regain MP during Astral Fire, and you still cannot, and that still holds true to this day. You cannot regain MP unless you use Mana Font? What is the move called? I have no idea. Alright, anyway, let me do my nothing because my inventory is full. Legathon. I have to do Sugar Riot runs. That's also something I need to do. Dude, what in the fuck am I supposed to do with this? You can place the grill indoors? What? Even though it says... No, it says outdoors. But this is outdoor use only. I have no idea. Chronopia, what? What the hell do you use any of this shit for? Well, you have to buy it. To make Chronopio leather. It requires Shaloni coffee. What in the fuck am I supposed to use this for? Was I supposed to sell this? Well, it's worth nothing now, that's for sure. Oh, let me take a picture of this before I forget. That way I don't have to come back here. I also didn't take pictures of the Dragoon weapon when you first get it. So that was really smart of me. I wasn't paying attention. And I don't know how to quit the cutscene once you start it, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh well. What do you want me to say, dude? Like, I'm a busy man. Okay, we'll make a little bit of money off this, I guess. I don't really care. Undercut, don't give a shit. There you go. This is about 3,000. Okay. There you go, I don't care. Platinum doesn't... Platinum is worth shit now. Oh my god, there was a time when this was worth a lot. Now it's worth nothing, even high quality, dude. Actually better for me to just make it into something at this point. I'm so fucking poor on this game, it's not even funny. What was it? I wasn't paying attention. I'm too busy lamenting how little money I have in this fucking game. What the hell do you even use Terminus Putty for? Oh, 4,000, I guess. Let's do 4,350. 55. We'll break it up into tens, because I'm nice. Honestly, I really don't even feel like entering in the ones digit. We're not exactly busting any numbers here. I wish you could put it up by stacks. That would be nice, because like I don't want to have to re-enter this. I'm lazy. I'll be honest, today I am fucking lazy, so. No! You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. What do I even have up? Immaculate Wing Blades? Oh, I'm just using this as storage, dude. There you go. Pot Sworn Abrasive. This has to be in the toilet. Yep. What the hell am I supposed to even do with this? No, just fucking... I don't even care. 19. Oh my god, it's actually not even worth selling. I could probably... It sells for 2 gil. I mean, I would make money. Oh, what the fuck, dude? They crash every market in this game. Seriously. They leave nothing unchecked. 85 grand. What? No one wants this. This is actually... I actually had this underballed. Yeah, you can see some markets are just completely illiquid on this game. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do with all these Orchestrion rolls for seeking purpose? Like, actually. That's because no one wants to listen to this dude's music. It's good. What the hell did I just do? This is, like, all this shit has long since been crashed, and I just haven't looked into it. Because I just genuinely stopped caring. Oh my fucking god. That's really 20 items? Why the fuck does it not feel that way? Unbelievable. Well, my inventory is fucked for life. There's nothing I can do about it. Alright. The Bastard Sword of Sanctifying Light. Usually Dark Knight weapons do pretty well. Wait, what's Sanctifying Light? Is this the Heidelin weapon? Adaman, the Fae... Adamant? What the fuck? Hades... Titania Rubelix? Ruby weapon? By the way, no one's ever using any of this shit. Let's see. Oh my god, you literally take his wing blade. It's so crazy. You don't really use this for anything. Oh my god, that's why it's so cheap. you fucking kidding me? Dude, like, could you really not? Like, what the fuck? Unbelievable, dude. What the hell? You could either mount it on a wall, or... Oh my god, whatever. Maybe I'll craft this. You know what? Let's craft this. I don't give a shit. Well, let's look it up first, because I'm gonna get this shit out of my inventory once and for all. Okay, this goes for 100,000. This might be the way to go. I can't type. I'm fucking up. Alright, Blades of Innocence. Definitely goes for more, but it's probably more illiquid. Alright, Dwarven Mithril Ingot. I'm lazy. How many do we need? 2. So if I have 2 of these, I'm gonna need 4, which I'll just buy, and that's fine. And then Deep Gold Ingot. We're gonna need 4 as well. Okay, perfect. Now it's time to work my magic. Because this is a low-level craft, I won't even need to do anything special because it's a low-level craft. There's a blacksmith craft? Yeah. Okay. Should be quick synthesis. Yep. Done. I don't even think it's high quality enabled, is it? No. So you can't even high quality this. Okay. Time to sell. I love it. Oh my god, I have more here? Fuck it, I'll make one for myself then. 239,000. We'll do 230. I'm not even that interested in it. Oh my fucking god. Alright, we have Plates of Light. We also have Sophic Beads. And we have one more of those. I don't even know what any of this shit is for. Wind Up Shinryu. Literally price crashed ages ago. So I can't even do anything with that. Scarlet Peacock used to be worth something a long, long time ago. Now it's worth absolutely jack shit. We have more Roses of May because I fucking did this stupid fight so many times and no one needs the music for it anymore. I'm literally cooked. Lord. Deceiver's Diamonds. Okay. Okay. I'm never gonna use the barding anyway, so might as fucking well. Wait. Oh yeah, I have to put up 2. All right, what can we use the diamond plating for? That's why I stopped buying all this shit, because I need to get the relics. All right, so this is what the adamant weapons are for. So let's see what the adamant... Oh, Jesus Christ. You know this is going to return 500 items. Alright, Bastard Sword, 199, 199. Literally nothing up for the Battle Axe, so I could set the price on that. 199. 200, but it's a longbow. No one's gonna want a fucking longbow. Pistol. These markets have to be illiquid. Okay, yeah, look, they're fucking super illiquid. Look at this shit. They are illiquid as hell. Nothing is moving on this. Paladins, adamant arms. RVD, Ron Van Dam. Adamant chakrams. Someone bought it. Oh shit, Void Alone. We've seen this person before. Fuck, I don't remember who they were. We played with them before. I think they were running a party. I think they were fine. I don't know what I'm gonna make. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'm the Picto. We played with the Picto before. Baramir Bear. Oh my god, we play with like everyone here. We play with half the party already. Holy shit. That's so funny to me, man. That's so funny. Oh my god. We just have to keep pushing. We almost got this. Push harder. Yo, we can make a diamond weapon bust. All that matters, I gotta get this shit out of my inventory. This is 2 full Tempest Prog. We're doing FCQ for the strats. I don't expect a first. Yes, okay, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Let me put this shit up while we do this real quick. I would never, ever, ever waste anyone's time. Of course not. God damn it. How dare he? What does he think this shit is? I'm making money. I'm making big money. It's like you are printing money. This is the most insane. Yeah, here we go.
I don't know what the problem is.
No.
Yeah, boy.
$1, 4 quarters, 10 dimes. It's like
yes!
you are printing
money! It's the dumbest advertisement, and after everything Xbox has done in the last few months, you can only imagine how fucking stupid it is to have them turn around and be like, oh, but we're very committed to our hardware, which is why everyone's dropping it, and we're just canceling every game under the sun imaginable. Like, dude, how do you expect to move hardware with no fucking games on it? Like, what the actual fuck are we talking about, dude? Like, even Nintendo will drop at least a couple big titles in a year, and then, like, over the next couple of years, they'll, like, have a whole library of fucking games to play. Like, what the fuck is Nintendo or Microsoft doing? Microsoft really probably just wants to kill that shit while at the same time talking out the other side of their ass. And then one day they'll just drop the hammer. Yeah, we're selling Xbox to fucking Valve or something. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. I don't care. I got paid. Fuck you. Ah! Whoops. All right. I'm so glad I have that fucking ear cleaning shit, man. That is such a lifesaver. That's seriously something that should be in everyone's cabinet, and I'm not even trying to fucking promo it. Shit is so good.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I must have small ear canals. It really sucks. Stone.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
You know what? I won't count DDoSes. If we get DDoSed, I won't count that. I don't know if I already have, but going forward, if we have an actual disconnect, I'm not going to count that in the statistics, because that's not fair. That's not fair. I won't do that.
The wind answers my call.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The challenger's down.
And no one even died on our side. Would you believe that shit?
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. Anyway, death. Oh my god! Extra plater! Help! Heals! 1 million damage. Anyway, thanks for playing, buddy. What will win, a 1 million damage tank buster or a home game? Yes. And we have the cooldowns for it, we just don't use it there. What can I say, man? You know? I guess some call that, tank privilege. Fuck you, by the way. I mean, you had to do it. Okay, what the fuck?
Oh no, that was too much for the challenger.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
That's crazy. He's such a good voice actor and he's not in anything. That's how you know the industry is fucked up. I would have heard this dude speak for 5 fucking minutes and known that he was the next, like, Christopher Sabat or some shit. Oh no. Oh, goodbye. Man, this stat is gonna be so fucking high. I'm gonna have 1,000 pulls of this fight just to get a fucking clear. It's gonna be so crazy. It's just gonna be actually the Age of Calamity. You think these streams are bad now? Every single one of you is gonna hate this when we're at like pull number 500 or some shit. You're gonna be sick of it, so how do you think I feel?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
And if I'm sick of it, you have to be sick of it. But, I don't know, tough shit, it's my channel. This is the worst fucking fight in human history, while somehow also not being the worst fight in human history. Like, literally, I genuinely think Beck and Moonlight is the hardest in this fucking shit. I take it back.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm.
He's tickling me with the beam sword. Very nice. Okay.
The wind answers my call.
That was a that was a terrible decision. Everything I just did right there was a horrific fucking decision of mitigation.
But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
God damn, that thing peels the fuck apart, man. Terrifying.
Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
I'm assuming for Dark Knight, have to. Alright, we good. You have to mitt this shit very differently for Dark Knight. And that's usually why I need to Primal Rend first. It kind of doesn't matter. It also kind of does.
Bear my fighting wings! Still you stand. How delightful!
How delightful! The earth is mine to command!
The earth is mine to command! Pack of wolves!
How? Oh my god. I'm not climbing the ring, dude. Alright, well, this is a wipe.
Rises again. Can they turn this around?
DPS drop is going to be too much.
Try this.
Shifting left. Where the hell are you? Well, I think someone was dead, so it didn't matter anyway. Anyway. Yeah, one side will get to shift out after the third swipe. I don't know which side it is. It's going to be random, but one side will definitely get to do it. And that's the side that needs to move out to give a little more breathing room.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf?
I'm doing a second GCD provoke every pull. But that means that for that first GCD where I have nothing, all I have is heavy swing, dude. Oh, boy. There!
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it is it that attack of him.
Very nice.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Oh my god, I almost did not move enough. Fuck me. This fucking fight, dude. Extra. I did it again, by the way, because I didn't want to cap on gauge. I mean, I guess there's just not a very good option there. Oh, well, whatever.
Must have hurt, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Why, true!
Revo. No, dude, fuck! How? What the fuck is going on over there?
Is this the
Bruh. See, I see people die on Revo and I think I fucked up. No, I'm perfect. I just want the stupid mount. At some point, this just becomes fucking self-harm. I don't even know anymore, bro. I just want the stupid mount. I just want them out.
Begin, shall
That's
we?
all I want.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Stone. There.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm. The wind answers my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
That's what she said.
Right through.
Taking no fucking chances, baby. You know it. You love me. I'm smart. I'm humble. I know how to do mechanics. Yes. And that
Not
makes me
bad.
public enemy number
Not
one.
bad. We've
Yes.
scarcely begun.
He knows how to play the game. He must die. Don't you just abuse the hell out of short mitts as a Dark Knight? I don't know. What, Oblation, Dark Mind, Shadow Wall? I don't even know, man. Wait, what? Did they go and I just didn't even feel it? Anything's possible, dude. I guess they did. I didn't even notice. It was so quick. It was painless. Probably, unironically.
Bear my biting wings. Still you stand.
How delightful!
The earth is mine to command.
Alright,
Pack
Death.
of wolves.
Alright, Death. Okay. Alright, Death. Very nice. death. Ah! Oh! I hate this fight.
Begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf?
No, I don't hate this fight. I hate that I haven't cleared it. Those are two very different feelings. I actually like this fight. It's actually fun. Whereas Athena, I felt like I was on pins and needles the whole fucking time. I will at least say I feel like this fight is definitely more...
I wonder if you can keep up.
Dying while still under pot window certainly is a decision.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of you.
Like, look at that position.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Was I supposed to do that? Oh my god. Good lord. I feel like I wasn't.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
If I don't need reprisal right no, because no, I think I do, because I think there's going to be another tank buster coming up in less than 90 seconds, right? It's right after this, yeah. Because what I started doing for some fights is I started popping Rampart. Oh boy. Yeah, because I need it right here. Just pop Rampart for the extra 20% healing.
Not bad, not bad, but we've scarcely begun.
Get this shit out the way. You ever think about how much your upbringing affects the shit that you do on a daily basis? Like, I think a large chunk of my Final Fantasy, like, regimen is just from me having to play piano and getting yelled at every fucking time I got a note wrong. And it's not abusive or anything. I just never was into it that much. I just was forced to do it because as a kid, I remember banging on some keys a little bit. Because we had a piano. It was a very nice piano. We still have it. Very, I don't want to say luxury, high-end, but, you know, it was a good piano. It was the best that, you know, we could afford, what, 50 years ago? It's a very old piano. Still in very good quality. And I was probably one of the 2 people that actually ever used it, really. But I remember that because it was so unique. It was so fucking distinct from me. I hated piano lessons, and I really did not like my piano teachers that much. I had the same teacher for like 5 years. What was cool is that he had a pretty sweet studio apartment, and even as a kid, I was like, "Yo, this is dope." Imagine if it was for gaming. And that was over 20 years ago.
Pack of wolves.
Death. No. Revo. I'm not fucking around. Dodge heads. Alright, Death. Beckon.
Try this.
We're shifting north. All right. Fang. Alright, goodbye.
Oh no, that was too much for the Challenger.
Now you're gonna have to bring it north. You're gonna have to bring it north. Goodbye.
The Challenger's down. Is this the end?
Alright, can we not disband after I just ate more food? That would be really, really, really tragic. You wouldn't waste my money, right? I would never waste your money.
Let's begin, shall we?
Wrong way.
Can the Challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Wind.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
No! Oh, I dodged it. Let's fucking go. I'm a master of that mechanic. Let's fucking go. Yes! This is so stupid. I just went out.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Fuck!
Oh no, that was
I
too
moved
much
it
for the
too,
Challenger.
man. Oh my fucking god. It's ridiculous. Oh my god, dude. Are you fucking kidding me? I fucking moved it too. Whatever, dude.
The Challenger's down.
Oh my god.
Is this the end?
Whatever. I'm stuck in decay! Anyway.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the Challenger defeat the
I did it in reverse that time. That was great.
I wonder if you can keep
I
up.
fucked up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
That was the trade-off. I'll get really good at Revolutionary, and then I'm gonna start sucking at Millennial Decay for no fucking reason.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Is he dead? Oh, not me, at least.
Challenger's down! Is this the end?
I'm progging it. I'm progging Millennial Decay. What can I say, guys?
The Challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
I think that's genuinely like the coziest tracking tremors. I think White Mage Sage is just really strong for that shit. Why are you here? Shit is just really strong.
Must have heard. But
What?
they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Yeah, those damn piano lessons is why I never got to watch any like Saturday morning cartoons. We always had to go out and do those damn fucking lessons.
My
It's
truth.
ridiculous. It's like everyone always talks about like Yu-Gi-Oh and all these shows, and if they weren't on Cartoon Network late at night, I just never watched them. Not me. What the fuck?
Too much for the Challenger.
Look at the angle. It absolutely could not have been me. Okay, well, that's 1% higher than normal.
Not bad, but we've scarcely begun.
You actually can kind of recover because you're not gonna kill ad phase that quickly anyway. So you're gonna wait out your weakness in this merry-go-round. Okay, maybe not. Oh, oh, oh.
Bear my biting wings.
Never mind, you enter into the 2-minute with weakness. Oh, we're fucking smoked.
Still you stepped. How delightful. The earth is mine to command. A pack of wolves.
Sweet. Okay, folks. feel like literally every single DPS has had a death at this point. But you know what? That's okay, because I almost wasn't even gonna play tonight, so whatever. We just get a little bit of fucking empty practice in. Ain't no big deal. And we're shifting left. I do apologize for that one millennial decay death. Whatever the reason, I should not have done it in a million years.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
When...
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Haven't done that one in a while.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
I think I caught it in that. Bro, what? Why? Whatever. Doesn't matter too much, I guess.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
Greed. Greed is good, yes. What in the fuck? I guess you could always cross over. Fortnite. Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Challenger's down! Is this the end?
What is that ethereal shift, man?
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Oh my lord. Just go, just go. I'm on this side. Oh, this is gonna be a very fun burst window. No, I lied. It's gonna be fucking dog shit. Thank you. Listen, sometimes I don't notice it, okay? Okay, how? Do we need them? No, we don't. I mean, we do. That weakness isn't gonna be great. Also, that 5%, holy shit! Dude, what in the fuck is going on? And he blows up.
Bear my biting wings.
This fucking fight is gonna be the end of me. And he just randomly fucking dies. What even happened to the last 2% of that head's health? It just blew up for no reason.
Still you stand. How delightful.
I'm gonna have a stroke doing this fucking
The
fight.
earth is
Hello,
mine to
Nard.
command.
Unbelievable, dude.
Pack of wolves.
That works. That works. Okay, greed. Greed is good. We love greed here on the channel. You know, really good groups actually hold LB. Is he gonna die to this? Really good groups use LB in phase 2. That's the problem. They have to be really good.
Try this.
Nard, you will know when I win, because I won't be doing this anymore. Okay, we're shifting over right. Heal yourself. Thank you. Good shit. Stone. No greed. Okay, not completely fucked.
Too much for the challenge.
No, it's pretty fucked. It's pretty bad right now. You see how one mistake cost us the fucking run right there? One mistake cost us the fucking run right there. That's the thing I don't like about Savages now. One mistake will cost us the whole fucking run. I hate that. I don't enjoy that. I really think it's fucking awful, man.
Not long enough.
One mistake will cost us the run. One. I have to have for like 14 minutes of no major mistakes. I can't get that out of most people. This sucks. I really hate it. I really do. It's not even their fault. They keep making these Savages into mini fucking ultimates. And at what point do they just fucking stop? So fucking annoyed by it, man. Does every single fight have to become a fucking ultimate? Seriously. And then the good people will be like, it's not an ultimate. You just have to know what you're doing. And I mean, like, yes, obviously, with any fucking fight, if you know what you're doing, you don't have to do shit. It's so fucking annoying, man. Every fucking fight is an ultimate. Why can this guy Judgment Cut? Because it's cool and he's a Gundam. He's using a, what is it, Trans Am? I forget the name of it. I think it's Trans Am. I could be wrong. He's a new type. He's a furry new type.
Some speed. It is it that attack of him.
That Dragoon is gonna give me Fox Die and Goku's Heart Virus with the way he does that. It's good, it's high skilled, it fucks me up every time because I think I'm dead. That's why you just gotta do what you gotta do. You can't watch other people usually. Because that is spooking me, man.
The wind answers my call.
Oh wow, I haven't had to do this in a while. Why am I'm like 20 seconds ahead. I also didn't really study today on Champion Circuit, but at this rate, it doesn't even look like we're going to get back there.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
One. Brother.
The challenger's down!
That mechanic is so telegraphed. Oh, we're actually probably fucked. Like, fucked.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay
Alright,
standing.
maybe not. Get him up. Oh, we have to hard cast? Boy, I really miss playing with red mages, man. I wonder what Zhao Zhao is doing now.
Not bad.
She was really good at red mage. Oh my. No, I think they intentionally gave. Alright, we're done. Goodbye. I love how when no one's around, the wolf head just flies to its element. Like, you see that shit? Do your other friends spend this much time on this fight? No. They don't. I'm alone in this. Because to them, I don't think that clearing matters as much. Clearing this matters to me. I've been trying to tell Dax, yeah, he's done. I knew he was fucking finished. I was trying to tell Dax, like, brother, you got to get back into doing this. Like, you're going to be super fucked. You're going to be really far behind. Heroes Blow, Millennial Prog, Champion Circuit Prog, Toxic Renon. Fuck it. I mean, I'll probably join that. Clear for one. Part 1, cleaning up Clock, Terrestrial Rage, and starting on Quad. Oh, that's actually what the mechanic is, or the thing is called. Enrage, twofold Progos, TR Prog. Alright, well, we'll join Zarokaru, but I kind of doubt we'll even get in. So, what are you, some kind of sicko clear hoarder? No, I actually would just like to clear it once, get them out, and never do it again at this point. Like, dead ass. But basically what I'm doing it for is that in every Savage tier, you get a mount. So last tier, it'd probably be easier for me to just show you. Last tier, you got this. The Mono Wheel S1. The tier before that, which was Athena, what was it? You got the Megalo Ambystoma. And I always talk about this. The music is great. What do I have to gain from this? Well, it looks good on your, I guess, for a really, really shitty way to put it, it looks good on your Final Fantasy resume that you can clear fights reliably. It also looks good just in general. I like the idea that I get the personal accomplishment from it as well. That's kind of fun. That's nice, right? I feel like I gain a little bit of understanding of the game. I gain a little bit more of an understanding of how mechanics work. You get more flexible, and also it's just, it's fun, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's just for fun. It's a good challenge. I just get a little bit annoyed when I join phase 2 groups. Like, yeah, I'll make one mistake and then, whatever. But, like, I get a little bit annoyed when we join phase 2 mechanics, and it's just like, we're not even wiping to hard shit, bro. Like, we wipe to fucking TR. No, Terrestrial Titans. I don't think I've ever wiped on Terrestrial Titans before. That's what you do with raiding, man. Raiding's hard. It's hard. You have to be insanely consistent. But I mean, like, everyone grinds in every game, like if I was playing Street Fighter, I'd be grinding to get to, champion or whatever, or master or whatever. If I was playing Tekken, I'd be trying to get to, like, red belt or whatever the fuck Tekken is, I don't know. If I was playing a shooter, I'd be grinding to get up to diamond or whatever, Overwatch or Valorant or whatever, right? Like, that's just not me. This is my version of it. Theoretically, This should be the easiest out of all of them to do, because basically the fight only has a couple of varying parts. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a ton of things that you have to react to, you know? So for example, in this fight, right? Let's think of all the variants for this fight, right? He could do Wind Fang or Stone Fang. He could do Eminent or Revolutionary. He could pick either supports first or DPS first for Millennial, and then rotate either way accordingly. What else can he do? He could pick one group or the other for the Dragon Heads versus the Towers. Like, there's a lot of things that can go wrong in a run, and there's a lot of variations on it, and I like it. You know, being able to quickly solve it and do it correctly is nice. By the way, special shout out to this controller for now mysteriously being drift free. Isn't that great? I love it. Wow. Amazing, fantastic, stupendous, magnificent. Oh my god. Whew. Whatever. Yep, hello, Aladdin. It being drift free is poetic. Yeah, after I spent all that money, now it's fucking drift free. And it'll only become drifty once again when I'm on the verge of a clear, and that tiny itty bitty amount of movement it'll auto move me. So I'm gonna simulate it, right? I'll tap like this. What the controller will do is that. And that will be the difference between a clear and a white for 7 other people and myself. That was simulated. That was not the controller drifting. So I'll maybe do like a little minor correction, right? Like, you know, let's say this is the boss, right? I'll be hitting it, you know, I'll be doing my shit. I'll slightly move like this, and it's gonna do... and in that split second, right? So like, I'll do this, right? I'll do this. And then it's gonna do this, and in this split step right here, right, where it's almost done moving, I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm fucked. And then it'll finish the movement, and I'll be dead. Dude. It's the price you pay with controllers, man. Controllers aren't made like keyboards. By the way, very great. It's very good that I wasted money on Temu bullshit. Well, here's what we're gonna do, folks. We're gonna goon. And by goon, I mean I'm gonna go look at glamour I can't equip yet, as usual. Wait, there's a unique fate at Shaloni? Oh, fuck. How the hell? Nah, do I want to do it? Nah, not really. You see what I mean, though? Like, what the fuck is this thing? Why did they put a cap in the middle of it? Do you see that shit? Like, why? They ruined the whole helmet with this shit. Look at that. And it's just not there on the other variant. Look at that. Oh yes, real goon hours right here. I wanna be this so fucking badly. I want to be this so badly. You have no idea. You really have no idea. I want to do this so fucking badly. It hurts. Look at this. Why is it all lions? It's not. This is a bear pelt. Everything else about this is bear liege, but I want to wear this. Oh, you might be gay. Well, what should it be then, Narg, huh? What should it be? Subconsciously, of course, yes. Deep down in my subconscious, I secretly crave penis. Ah! I'm just never gonna find a better set of pants, honestly. I need pants that are thick, but also, like... See, like, how that's not thick enough? There's nothing really baggy enough, man. It sucks. Abyssos. There you go. Woo! That's why the hell do I have this in here? Bro, I'm getting rid of all this stupid bullshit. You know what? Actually, yeah, I am. I'm getting rid of that. No more skirts. It's time to wear real man's armor. Nothing's thick enough, man. Like, seriously. Maybe an animal that doesn't represent old gay men. I think you're a little bit uncomfortable in your sexuality, brother. Bears and lions and wolves have long been like in a style. Look at this. You definitely can't wear that shit. Nothing could be more masculine than this. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this dude shows up, he's the stoic, silent type character. He walks out. You just know he's like the best boss in the game. You know he's the best boss in the game. You know he doesn't even need to say anything. His presence, his aura. How about a dragon? We have dragon armor. I just don't use it because it only has one wing. And it also looks weird. Here. I'm definitely wearing this outfit, by the way. 100%. Definitely 100% wearing this. So that's happening. I know I'm just kind of shooting the shit and fucking around, but trying to figure out what I'm taking in and what I'm like. Am I ever gonna wear this? Do I even have two? Do I have two of these? Replica Dreadworm. Basically, you're just talking about the Dreadworm armor. Where the fuck is it? Okay. We'll put the Hawk Legion, and we'll put the Snake Legion. Can't tell when I'm in the menu. Here we go. Okay, I have 4 pages of chess pieces, in case you were wondering if I had enough. I might take out some of this other stuff as well. So this is the dragon armor, since you want to talk about dragons so much. This is the tank dragon armor, but like, I don't really have anything great to wear with it, so I just never wear it. Because it's got that golden tint, and that's why I don't use the behemoth armor with it. I used to, I think, back in the day for a little bit. But this is the dragon armor. A demon or a skeleton. Like, we don't have any Marlboro or ringworms. You're being too specific, dude. We don't have anything like that yet. And plus, it just doesn't look very good when you have an axe. Like, I don't really know what tank class would look really good with this. It's not terrible with axe. It looks better with Dark Knight, to be honest with you. It looks better with a Dark Knight. That's not a Dark Knight sword. It looks better with like a... What the hell? Let's put Blade's Justice on for a minute. Oh, and I also forgot to set it to not do that. Actually, to be fair, I only ever really even use one... I could probably toss a lot of these replicas. I'll be honest with you. I could probably get rid of a lot of them because I only ever even use this. So why do I even have the non-dyeable replica? I could buy this back at any time, right? I don't remember where you go for Heaven's Ward relic replicas. But like, why do I have replicas that I can't even dye that I'm definitely never going to use? Like, Cortana's one thing, because it's like a different sword anyway. And they really should make Cortana dyeable. I'm pretty sure they're still updating the relics to be dyeable. A lot of these are 2-channel, as you could see. So like, they made the Bajja weapons 2-channel, but the Heavensward ones are not yet. And they made the Realm-Reborn ones. Heavensward kind of got the shaft, and no one even has a Stormblood relic besides me, because I'm an asshole. So that's kind of how that goes, I guess. There is some, like, fat trimming I could definitely do. Yeah, look, see, this is your... It looks better with Dark Knight, I guess. But I don't know, like, I don't really take time to use this. Is there Adamantoise armor? No. A curl... It looks like a caster. Yeah, a little bit. The Dreadworm gear, unfortunately, just does look like caster gear, and there's nothing you could really do about it. That's just the nature of it. So back in the day, I was rocking this on my summoner, right? Because this was just straight summoner gear. So I was wearing let's see if I still have it. I definitely could buy it. Let's see if I still have it, right? So back in the day, I was wearing this. I was rocking this with, obviously, you know, the colors matched. There you go. I was rocking some of this, and I think I had like Ironworks or some shit on. I don't know if I had the Dreadworm gloves. I had something for Summoner back in the day. I think I was wearing the Ironworks boots, and then I forget what pants I was wearing. I think I bought these. So this used to be my Summoner glam way back when. I used to have a purple on it as well, because who the hell doesn't love purple? Purple's my favorite color. I love this. This is one of the first glams I put together. To date this would have been back in like 2017 is how old this glam is specifically. And I loved it because it was nice, because Dreadworm's fucking cool, man. But you would never know, because you would have to do binding coils, and no one does binding coils. They're the only raid tier that's basically dead. You can't even access it. So I was wearing something like this. Maybe not this color, but I was wearing something similar to this. So if you want to be an asshole, you got to get the Stormblood relic. Do you know how insane the Stormblood relic is and how they never nerfed it? The Stormblood relic is insane because they never nerfed the light farming step. The Black Dragoon armor, that's in the game, yeah. There's all the Dragoon armor, you could tell. Dragoon is unique because the class armor is insanely fucking good. So like, this is not the base Dragoon armor, but I love this helmet. This is the, is this the Anemos gear? Yeah, the Stormblood armor from Anemos was really good. Remember when they tied your job armor to Anemos to get people to do it? And then people complained and then they never did it again? Yeah, fun times. Eureka might be the only instance of any of this shit actually being done correctly, and people bitch the whole time. And in fairness, bitching about Pagos is totally understandable because Pagos sucked. Pagos was fucking terrible. So I will actually side with them on that one. This is the Stormblood armor, which is why I like it so much. This shit look fucking fire, dude. Yeah, I think this is the best one, though. Well, you asked for dragon armor, and then you say it's satanic. There is judge armor. I showed you. I showed you the judge armor. It's just really hard to get. I didn't get it. You have to do a DRS. And that's hard. That's basically Fork Tower. It's very difficult to get that. And I wish they would just nerf it at this point. It's been 5 years, dude. You might as well just fucking nerf it. See, that's one of the biggest things that they need to do, is they just need to have cross data center party finders. So if you're in America, you just have everyone in America, and that would ease the housing market, and it would fix a lot of the non-Aether and Primal party finders. Sorry, Aether and Crystal. Like, they should just link all of them. And I know obviously everything is easier said than done, but you know, that would fix a lot of problems with the game. Now, do I expect them to ever link like America and Japan? Probably not. Probably not. I don't think that'll ever happen. And that makes sense to me, because even WoW has separations between that. But that's why WoW had to do it, because the overworld was getting so fucking empty, like nothing was going to happen. Like it was just empty. Like nothing even happens in WoW's overworld. Remember back in the day, maybe this is a boomer thing, but you know, if you ever played World of Warcraft back in the day, you know, and this is just an inevitable problem that every MMO will face, is that your world gets so big and everyone is so spread out, eventually it's not feasible to have everything happen, right? So when World of Warcraft was new, right, you got to go back 20 years for this now, because I remember most of this. When World of Warcraft was new, right, what were your end game areas, right? Well, technically every area was kind of end game, because the world was pretty big, but also like contained, right? So like, let's think about what were your end game areas. Winter Spring, Plague Lands, both of them, Blasted Lands, right? Well, no one really goes to the Blasted Lands. Maybe Deadwind Pass was in base. It might have been a Burning Crusade area, I can't remember. Let's see, Silithus, right? Maybe a little bit of some other areas. So, you know, it was kind of all right. You know, like there were only a handful of areas where the end game players would congregate. Otherwise, they would spend most of their time, you know, jumping between their factions' 3 major cities, right? So usually people congregate in Orgrimmar, Undercity, and Thunderbluff. And then on the flip side, you usually have Stormwind, Darnassus, and Ironforge. So like you weren't as spread out. You know, now, what, 10 expansions in? How many areas do we have where players can congregate in World of Warcraft, right? Well, let's see, they added Shatrath in Burning Crusade, that's one area, right? They added Dalaran in Northrend. They added Cataclysm. Did they add an area in Cataclysm? I guess Mount Hajal and a couple other places maybe. But you kind of went back to Azeroth, that was the whole point of Cataclysm. Veil of the Eternal Blossoms in Pandaria. What's his Ashran in Warlords of Draenor. What was the expansion after Warlords? It was Legion, right? So once again it was Dalaran. Okay, then they had Battle for Azeroth, which was either Zoldazar or Tiras? I think it's just Kul Tiras, right? It's not anything crazy. Borealis Harbor? No, it's Kul Tira. Shadowlands, they had Oribos. You know, like there's all these places. Well, what's the dragon place again? Valdrakken? It's set, and then now what are we up to? War Within after Valdrakken, or after Dragonflight? What's War Within's place? I can't remember the name of it. The Earthen City. What the hell is it called? I don't even remember, because I stopped playing it a long time ago. What's the Earthen City called? No, I don't know. And if I don't know, none of you probably play WoW, so no one knows. Point is there's too many players are spread out too much now. You're too spread out. It's inevitable. When this game was new, right? When Heaven's Ward came out, like, yeah, people sat around Idleshire, but you would still see people run around lower level areas. Why? Because, you know, like, there's still stuff to do in it. What is the place called? What the hell is it called? Dornegal. Couldn't even remember the name of it. Dornegal. Thank you. I played in Dragonflight. You know, I know Dragonflight wasn't meant to be a super big plot building expansion. And I always talk about how much I like Warcraft's world. Warcraft is one of the best fantasy worlds I've ever played and seen. And I was instantly attracted to it when I was much, much younger. Because it felt like a full, breathable, gigantic fantasy world. My biggest regret is stopping playing when I went on to Xbox. I started playing Xbox and I was like, well, I don't have time to level up a character anymore. And even like the problem was like the characters I wanted to play just weren't the races I wanted to play them on. And so, like, what happened is in 2009, right? And, you know, Wrath of the Lich King came out. So Warcraft pioneered all of this. Like, not really. There was Ultima Online. There were other games. But Warcraft was the black hole that every future MMO and live service game would emulate, basically. So, especially this game, right? So Warcraft pretty much paved the way. A lot of things really went right for it. So you had America finally moving off of dial-up, which was really good. That only helped, right? So now, instead of being, you know, beholden to your phone line, you had a designated internet service, right? You also had the explosion of like fan sites, right? So like, you know, there were fan sites before, but it was very basic. The era of the internet completely changing allowed for so much shit to happen. You had YouTube start to prop up and allow gaming videos, right? You had the ability to record at all, which was huge, right? That's how we get things like Leroy Jenkins, even though that's a reenactment and shit, right? Like it allowed for so much content to be made and so many different ways of people to express and talk about things. Twitter, YouTube, all these websites, GameFAQs, you know, people could come and congregate together. That's why all these websites have been around so fucking long. Like Wowhead is old. You could go find comments on Wowhead from 20 years ago at this point. I'm sure it's there. You could find it. That's how old some of this is, right? Remember, they built all this off of Warcraft 3. It was the most ambitious project. And to this day, World of Warcraft still has a bigger map than a lot of games, even the base game. Even the base game of World of Warcraft is bigger than a lot of games. And if you were to traverse it on foot, it would genuinely take you a long fucking time to do so. Now, no one does that anymore. But, you know, like 14 has its modernizations, right? Some of them I think are pretty good. So for example, if I need to be somewhere else, we have a teleport menu. Whereas Warcraft, like they have flight paths, you know, it's cool, but let's be fair, it's an archaic system, you know? I could get, maybe they don't want you to teleport to every single location ever, but you know, like, it's just not the same. Do I play Modern Classic? Modern Classic, I tried, but you have, it's a long way to catch up. It's a long way. Like I stopped in 2009 because I started playing Call of Duty with my friends. I was like, I can't gear a character. And to be fair, and I'm going to be honest with you, I like Hunter, but I was kind of bored of playing only Hunter every day. Every single day you play World of Warcraft on that character, or, you know, usually you only have one character unless you're really a freak. Like, that was it. Like, in this game, I could pick whatever class I want. I could play a different class every day, right? So some days I'll just play Warrior if I want to get shit done. Some days if I'm feeling frisky, I'll play Gunbreaker. Some days I'll just fuck around and play Dark Knight or Paladin or whatever. Maybe I'll pick a DPS and just play a DPS. It just helps me with not getting bored. Whereas with WoW, every single day I have to play my hardcore character every single day. I have to play my designated class, and it stopped being fun. And so I stopped, and I would have probably enjoyed it as it got more modernized, but you know, like, it just sucks, man. Like, I didn't want to play Hunter anymore. I got bored of Hunter. I just was kind of tired of it. I wanted to try tanking, and I was not about to start leveling a class slowly, because now even Modern Cataclysm or Modern Classic speeds it up greatly. I wasn't about to do it. What's Gunbreaker anyway? Final Fantasy VIII Squall, but you're more technical in this game. It just helps. You don't get as mind fucked. You don't get bored. So, like, I would have enjoyed Kata because I actually like the macro story of WoW. I think it's great. I think it's really well thought out. I think it's fun. The character moments suck. It's just terrible. That's the one thing I hated. I feel bad because, like, genuinely, I probably would have enjoyed the shit out of World of Warcraft if I had stuck with it, if I had switched mains really early. What I really should have done, and there was no way to know this, is I really should have switched to being a Blood Elf Paladin ages ago. That's what I really should have done, is I should have been a Blood Elf Paladin, because the way that everything evolved is now you switch between specs like nothing. Back in the day, you couldn't do that. You had to commit and then pay a lot of money to undo. Nowadays, it's easy, it's fast, and they even changed a lot of things about Classic, because let's be fair, you want to spend tons of money to respec? No, it's stupid. You know, like, you have to play your designated role, and that's it. You know, and so certain roles were just not worth the commitment. They weren't worth the effort. I did get back into World of Warcraft way back at the end of Warlords of Draenor, because I finally had my own PC. I was in college, I had a little more free time, you know, I wasn't as big into shooters at the point, right? So I think it was what, 2015, 2016, I finally got back in at the tail end of Warlords of Draenor, and then I kind of played off and on. Like, I played Legion, I thought it was all right, it was pretty fun. That's probably one of my favorite expansions, just because of the whole, you get the relic weapon and you level it up. It's a great thing, I love it. Okay, fast forward. Okay, Battle for Azeroth was all right. I had some downtime, I was able to play it. And then Shadowlands I kind of didn't care about, and at that time I was getting more into this game with, you know, with COVID and everything happening. I was like, well, if I'm gonna dump all my time, I'm gonna play it in 14, because I'm better at 14 and I like 14 better. So yeah. And then Dragonflight was all right. I played it a bit, you know. I got all the allied races and stuff. It didn't take too long. Mechanome kind of I don't really care about. And then now we're in War Within, and I played War Within pretty heavily when it first came out, but I'm not like a huge fan of it. You know, it was okay, is the best way I could describe it. Like, War Within is an okay expansion. It's not bad by any means, but I wasn't like super in love with it, you know. I think it's fine. I think it tells an all right story, and that's more than you could ask for. You know, you could tell they definitely want to take some risks. And then they show Midnight, and like, I'll play Midnight. That trailer was fucking disgusting. I don't know what the hell they did to Lady Liadrin. She doesn't even look at all like how she looks in game. She looks fucking terrible. They DEI'd the fuck out of her, and it's really just terrible that this character that's been around for so long, in lore and in universe, looks so fucking bad. Also, by the way, Glamour's the true endgame, and that's why I prefer 14. Switching classes and Glamour, look at this shit. But yeah, I just got tired of playing Hunter. They didn't even lift the Glamour restrictions until, or the transmog restrictions until like halfway through, was it the end of Dragonflight or the beginning of this expansion? So if you got gear, the way WoW does its Glamour is completely different, and it's better in some ways and worse in others. So it's better because you don't have to physically have the items anymore. Oh, great. It's better because you don't physically have to have the items anymore. But it's worse because you can't dye the items, and if you loot items from a raid on another class that can't equip it, up until like a couple patches ago, it wouldn't add it to your catalog, and you could not trade it amongst your characters in order to be able to use it. So if I was a hunter and I was doing you know, at this point you could solo all this shit by yourself, right? If I was a hunter and I was doing, let's say, Blackrock Depths, right? Ancient content, literally. You know, like, I'd walk in and I'd loot all this stuff, but if it's not mail, like literally MAIL armor, which is what hunters wear, it wouldn't get added because it's not my class type. I can't use it. And it would just hit the floor. I just have to sell it or just leave it. That changed because, you know, like, they had to. Like, it's fucking stupid. I don't know why they didn't do it 20 years ago, you know? Like, come on, WoW has all this money. They got Blizzard money, they got Microsoft money. You know, they have Activision money. It's ridiculous, man. And that's one of the things I really fucking hate, is just, I think that they do a really big disservice to WoW by not just, like, WoW needs a lot more redesigning than this game does. This game just needs more stuff, and it needs to slightly tweak some of the older shit so it's at least, like, serviceable. WoW, some of that content is just dead, and the way that they get around it being completely dead and forgotten is by basically giving you God mode and allowing you to just walk through like 90% of the mechanics, because you could like one-shot bosses, because like bosses will have like 75,000 health, or maybe like, you know, a couple 100,000 or whatever, and you just show up and hit it for like 20 million damage. And you just blow it completely out the fucking water, and that's it. And like, it's fine half the time. Some of the fights you have to kind of do mechanics, which they don't really tell you. It's not like this game where if I walk into like any fight in this game, I could just blow right through it, especially with like Super Echo. But, you know, like, it's just one of those things. I like how my character looks, you know? And that's one thing that I like in World of Warcraft, but, you know, without being able to dye gear and stuff, it's just kind of frustrating. And that, I don't think they'll ever add that, because they have to go back across dozens upon... You think this game has a lot of armor? Dude, WoW has fucking hundreds of thousands of pieces of gear, some of which are just fucking copy-paste and identical. It's very rare to find anything unique looking in WoW. Like, there's weapons in this game that are like basic weapons that you would get from a dungeon, or there's dungeon gear that looks good. WoW dungeon gear looks like shit. All the good gear, it comes from raids. And if you're not playing that, man, you're just fucking sucking dick. It's terrible. All the good gear comes from raids. But back in the day, you didn't really care that much about it. It wasn't until Death Knights that I really gave a shit about how my character looked. I'll be honest. Because Death Knights had really cool looking armor. Like, Death Knight was just the aesthetic class. Like, you too can join the ranks of Arthas's greats. And then 5 minutes in, you get betrayed by him, of course. And that's why people like Wrath of the Lich King and Burning Crusade so much, even though the gameplay of Burning Crusade is fucking awful. Like, by today's standards, I was playing Burning Crusade Classic, and I thought, wow, this sucks. This is really slow. But in 2007, it was state of the art. It was literally state of the art. There was nothing better on the market. By today's standards, you know, it's fun, it's cool, but, you know, who wants to play a game where you have, like, 10-minute cooldowns on basic abilities, you know? But that's old WoW. I mean, like, let's be fair here. That is how old school WoW was played. You had 30-minute cooldowns on fucking abilities, and it was just fine. Like, imagine if Vengeance had a 30-minute CD. You know? And that's why I don't know why people really want to go back to it so much. I think what it is people miss the nostalgic feeling they had. I do too. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, high horse it. I miss it too. I miss that nostalgic old school feeling of playing old WoW. But I also have to recognize, like, a lot of modernizations are really what makes it fun. And that's the truth, you know? Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. A lot of what made WoW fun, and a lot of what makes, you know, a lot of games fun nowadays are some of the modernizations. It's the truth. It just is, you know? 30-minute cooldowns might have sounded good when you're coming from a mostly Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop manner, right? Like, you balance it around that, but you know, like, even this game, right? When did raiding in this game become really good? When Creator happened and Death started to reset cooldowns. When you would wipe, your cooldowns would reset. Most people who raid in this game weren't even around for that. Yeah, when you raided in Gordius and Midas, your cooldowns would not reset on Death. You would have to sit there and wait if your strategy revolved around hallowed ground. Yeah, no worries, Aladen. Tomorrow we'll be streaming earlier, don't worry. Have a good one. Nobody remembers that. That was a long time ago. The clear rates for these tiers started to go down dramatically once they started changing shit like that. And when this game truly became a play what you want, and the meta is just 2-2-2-2, and I think that that's so fucking flexible and so good. Because I don't really care what people I get. I just care that we don't fucking die to stupid shit. Hell, I actually prefer having a Sage in this fight. Panheima is just so strong. Panheima is delicious. Meanwhile, like, Panheima is just good. Like, Scholar can do stuff, but you have to really know how to play Scholar. There's not a lot of bailouts for Scholar compared to Sage. Like, you know, like, they say that there's easier healers, right? So, like, White Mage and Sage are technically easier than their other counterparts. But, like, you have to really know how to fucking play them, man. I think that's one of the hardest things for people, is knowing how to play them. I mean, let's be fair also. This game has added so many jobs since it started. Compared to, like, WoW has only added, what, like 4 jobs, I think? 5? Right? They made Shaman and Paladin cross whatever. And I don't even hate that, actually, because Wind Fury is fucking super strong. Well, yeah, but that's the thing. I should have stuck with Paladin. To go back to that, I should have stuck with Paladin. But Paladin sucked before Wrath. Paladin was dog shit up until Wrath as a tank. That's why when you look at all the old school WoW clips and you look at all these streamers play it, who's the main tank in every single raid? Well, I'll give you a fucking hint. It's not a Paladin. And it's certainly not a Guardian Druid. That didn't even exist back then. It was a Feral Combat Druid that you could give a little bit of a spec. You were designated off tank. Paladins were basically just healers. I don't even think that ret pallies were very good for a while, but I don't remember that totally. I just know that protection paladins sucked. You know, people want to run through dungeons as fast as possible. They don't want to sit around and wait for you to drink water and get your mana back. That whole system just doesn't work. And that's why in this game, you don't drink to get your shit back. You pop Shroud of Saints, and it keeps the gameplay fluid as opposed to, well, sorry guys, gotta stop for 30 seconds, gotta drink water. Gotta drink, you know, fucking Moonveil shit. Again, back in 2005, 2006, state of the art. It was great. Today, not so much. It's like how QuickTime events used to be all the rage in the 2000s. It was great. And then one day out of nowhere, they were like, nah, get rid of them. No more QuickTime events in like any video game. So every video game that has QTEs now has an option to just disable them or to make them button holds. So you will never see a game like Resident Evil 4 again. They're all gone. Resident Evil 4 Remake has severely toned down QuickTime events. Severely. It's literally just one button. It's usually the knife button. Everything else has been completely neutered or deleted from existence. They have expunged QTEs out of video gaming. Oh, great. Whereas at one point, QTEs were considered to be the peak of the peak. Yeah, but not every quirky mechanic was good. You know, like we talked about a while ago, that Castlevania drawing the pattern shit, really not fun, and that's why one of the mods auto-solves it. It's just an unnecessary step to get you integrated and doing shit, you know? It's like, hey, we need a proprietary software that looks really good. Ultraviolet 1. I'm sorry, Czar. This ain't going anywhere, buddy. After trying to emulate whipping motions with the Wii. Yeah, there's a game where you had to do jerk-off motions with the stupid Wiimote, and I was like, dude, what am I even doing? Yeah, remember when every E3 was a party game? We were just fucking doing stupid party games on everything. They took Rayman and made it into a party game, because that's what sold. Like, the Wii just made party games and casual players viable. You know, we talk about the evolution of gaming a little bit in the internet with World of Warcraft. I mean, at the same time, the console market in 2007 was finally opening up to normies, you know? Like, maybe the sports dudes were always there, right? Playing whatever 2K and NBA Live and shit back then. But they really opened this shit up with Call of Duty and Halo. Yeah, the Wii had some good shooters. They just have really bad plots. But it's all right for what it is. I mean, Metroid just ends up being the most polished out of all of them. I mean, I'll just be fair with that. The Prime trilogy just ends up being the most polished out of all of them. And Resident Evil 4 is good. You could tell they definitely overhauled it for the Wii. And that's why, I was watching people play Resident Evil 4. It was a great time, truly. Because the Wii version had the in-engine graphics, because the PS2 has literal fucking MP4s that play, probably not actually MP4s, but just video files they play in between gameplay because they didn't want to adapt it for the engine or they couldn't. Remember, Capcom kind of half backstabbed Nintendo a little bit with that. To be fair, the PS2 sold a lot more than the GameCube, but the GameCube was way more powerful, and they just were like, listen, we just need to have this shit out so we can make some sales on the PS2. And they were like, okay, well, we'll change the game, we'll add Separate Ways. And in fairness, Separate Ways was definitely a dub. So, what the fuck happened? I look away for 2 seconds and people are leaving. What are we talking about, dude? Prime 3 is this really in-depth futuristic vibe. Yeah, but the problem with Prime 3, and I'm hoping that Prime 4 dodges it, is that Prime 3 has a lot of fucking dialogue and a lot of bullshit. Why does Separate Ways suck? Separate Ways was cool as shit. Compared to Assignment Ada, it's fucking awesome. There's that weird thing about that one puzzle in the Garrador room where you have to like leave an item for Leon to find. Oh, sorry, but yeah, Assignment 8 is not great at all. Assignment 8 is just so they could say that there was something extra, you know, like, oh, well, we put a little bit of something in it, right? Like, Separate Ways is actually canon in a campaign, whereas Assignment Ada is just this weird what if Ada's wearing like a black outfit. It just felt like a bonus mode, yeah. Yeah, the gunship segment is definitely the hardest part, and is definitely the clunkiest part, because you could tell it was not made to be a cover shooter. But they, for some reason, put it as a cover shooter, and there's just a better way to do it. I do like seeing, you know, Sadler have this weird plan that he was gonna like try to invade the US, you know, like, and you actually see like the military branch of it. I just think that the real problem with Resident Evil 4, and the remake is kind of bound to this too by virtue of it being, you know, the same game, right? The real problem with Resident Evil 4 is that it's a bunch of ideas from its beta kind of like glued together, right? So like one of the things that they do in Resident Evil 4 is like, okay, you have your village portion. That's the horror part of the game. Then you go to the castle part. Okay, the castle part's really fucking cool. Then the final part of the game is like invading, yeah, like you're invading like a bunch of military people. It just feels so weird. And there are horror moments in it, like you fight U3, which for some reason in the remake was absent and is in Separate Ways in the remake, which is really kind of stupid. You know, you fight U3, you fight all this other stuff, which is cool, but like you're basically just fighting a bunch of dudes. It's like everything is really disjointed in Resident Evil 4. It's a bunch of ideas from the previous versions of that game, because there's multiple of them, thrown together and glued together, you know, like, so, oh, here's a part where a giant Salazar statue chases Leon. Is it cool? Sure. Is it one of the more interesting parts of the game? Sure, it's standout. What does this have to do with anything else in the game besides the fact it's a statue of the villain of the area? And the answer, truthfully, is not really anything. It's cool. Yeah, it's cool as shit, but it really has nothing to do with it. You could definitely tell it's like a remnant from when they split Resident Evil 4's development into like Devil May Cry and like another game, I think. I forget what the other game was. Because there were like 4 or 5 versions of Resident Evil 4 before it finally came out. It's one of the games that has one of the most insane, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Development cycles. Because after Code Veronica, they knew they wanted to do crazy shit. Well, I think part of the reason why Resident Evil takes itself so seriously is because people complain that it didn't take itself seriously, that it was becoming like a parody series. So when you look back at like Resident Evil 6, I mean, come on now, I say this all the time. One of Chris's segments is you're literally playing Gears of War. You're fighting a fucking Brumach in the streets of a grayed out, destroyed town. It could have been a Gears of War segment. Oh, well, yeah, that's why 7 is good. 8 is a little bit out there, but I kind of respect it. I respect 8 for trying, you know, something new. Yeah, I like Ethan. I think that giving an everyday man a presence in the story was a good idea. You know, it was a good way to not just have it be the same 3 protagonists over and over. Oh. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, man. What was I gonna say? They're no, it's over. I think they're coming back. Maybe. I have no idea. What was I saying? Yeah, I like how 8 is still a horror game, and it definitely still, like, I gotta respect that, you know. I'll say that 6 is not a very good horror game, but 6 is a very fun game if you just watch the characters and you watch the funny shit happen. But they definitely went too... Oh, I'm fucking experiencing massive lag for some reason. What the hell is going on my computer now out of nowhere? It doesn't even make sense. It literally doesn't even make sense. What the hell is going on my computer right now? We've been live for 2 hours. What the hell is suddenly happening? 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 34 seconds in. It doesn't even make sense. It doesn't even make sense. Stop. I have no idea. Now it's fine. I don't even know. I don't even know what went wrong. Nothing's even capping out on memory. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I think part of the problem is that some game series take themselves too seriously and others take themselves not seriously enough. So, like, one of my least favorite Assassin's Creeds, which is Syndicate, doesn't even take... Syndicate just doesn't even take itself seriously. It's a joke. It's a fucking joke of a game. And that's why I just didn't enjoy it as much. Like, it's a game. I played it. But that's why I preferred Origins and Odyssey and Valhalla, is because they really went back to having a serious, hardcore plotline. And that's what made it really fun and interesting. You know, having the Layla story unfold, even though in Odyssey, sometimes Odyssey was a little super silly, but especially the Layla plot is just kind of stupid at points. Like, fucking soloing the shit out of Ottoberg, and then, you know, the whole thing with her friend, and then she just goes back in the Animus because there's no Layla Animus segments or Layla real world segments in Odyssey, so they just cram her back in there with nothing. It was kind of silly. I thought that was really silly. But, like, you know, in Valhalla, ironically, one of my favorite things about Valhalla is the story and the plot. It's actually really fun and funny. But not too much in a haha way. I actually really enjoyed marathoning Valhalla. That is definitely one of my favorite gameplay segments, or one of my favorite gaming sessions I've ever done, was like for a straight like week and a half, I did nothing but Valhalla. And it was so fun. Genuinely, it was so fun. That was one of the most fun things I think I've done in a long while, man. Yeah, Ethan is just a normal dude. He's like, dude, can I just live a fucking normal life? Meanwhile, you have all this weird fairy book bullshit. I think that Resident Evil 8 is a very good example of how to expand previously established lore without seeming very retconny or cheesy. I like the whole Mother Miranda reveal with Spencer. I thought that was really good. That's a way to make it feel very, very, very nice. Very, 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 like, well kept. You know what I mean? It felt really good. Let's put it like that. Normally it feels very cheesy. It's like, you know, it's like they introduce a character super late. Yeah. It has vague tie-ins to 5 and other games. It's actually really well done. It feels like a good companion piece. But the ultimate problem with Resident Evil is, unlike a platformer where we don't really care about canonicity that much, inevitably what's going to happen is we're going to get to such a point with some of this that, like, all the characters are going to be too old. You know? All the characters are going to be old as shit. What are we going to do? Chris is already in his 50s. By Resident Evil 9, Chris is like 55. Leon is like 54 or 51. All these characters are starting to get old, man. They're not going to be able to do the same shit forever. Eventually, they're going to have to reboot this series. Like unlike Devil May Cry, even, where who cares how many years it's been? Like, who cares what timeline it is? People didn't even know the canonicity of DMC for the fucking longest. They debated it. I think it was some like 31425 or something like that. Not everyone has a different version of it. It's really out there. It's really just like 3, then 1, and then 4, and then people didn't even know if they wanted to consider 2 canon or not because they basically never reference it, and then 5 is just somewhere in there. So yeah. To be fair, when was the last Leon or Chris game? The last Chris game was Resident Evil 8. You're literally talking about it. The last Leon game was 6. The last major Claire or Jill appearance canonically? Jill is basically retired canonically. After Resident Evil 5, she basically, I think they just run experiments on her because she's effectively a human experiment. So they use her for like developing vaccines or whatever. No, canonically she's not blonde anymore. Canonically she's not blonde because Death Island, which is the last Leon and Jill appearance, she's back to being... So, okay, so here's the problem. In Death Island, which takes place after Resident Evil 5, I think it takes place in 2017, Jill looks like she does in Resident Evil 3 because they reused the model. They reused her model from Resident Evil 3 probably because it was easier. Canonically, she probably should still be blonde. I think that that's a fuck up on their part, that they made her back into... Shit. It's really stupid, I'm sorry. They made her look like she does in 1998. It just makes no sense. She shouldn't look like this. So here we go. If I go to studio mode and I go to this and then I go to window capture, right? This is what she looks like now. And it's just like, but wait, she can't look like this. This is how she looked in 1998. It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, no, you're right. And that's why it doesn't make any sense. It's like, how could she be, you know, here's Leon, by the way. Like how could she look the exact same? It's because they just reused the character model. It's really stupid. Because if you look at her and you know, it's implied, like she's completely different, dude. Like this is her during, I think, the DLC. So this is why or during Lost in Nightmares, right? This is her in Lost in Nightmares. So that's fine, right? She was a brunette, fine. But then she turns blonde. Because of all the experimentation, and it makes sense. And I totally understand why they did it. Oh, you can't even see it on the right. Oops, my bad. But like, it just doesn't make any sense. Then she becomes blonde again, or she becomes a brunette again. And then like, okay, fine. And then this is how she looks in Resident Evil 3 Remake. Okay, that's fair. It's her 98 look. So why the fuck does she look exactly the same in 98 as she does in 2017? It doesn't even make sense. They just didn't want to make a new model. Is my interpretation of it. Yeah, I mean, people are even saying that. How old is she in Death Island? Why does she look the same? Sorry, Death Island might take place in 2015, but it doesn't matter. Resident Evil 5 takes place in 2009, so it's definitely far after. And look, I'm a huge fan of Death Island because you get to see Leon kind of cross over with the STARS members, which is really rare. But whatever, like, I don't know, man. Again, it's not that she looks bad, it's just that canonically she should be blonde. I don't know why. In fact, let's Google it. Why does Jill Valentine not have blonde hair? What? Let's see. Blonde hair on Jill Valentine. I thought the blonde look made sense canonically. I don't know if she looks great. Jill does not have blonde hair in Resident Evil 5. She does. Oh no, here we go. While in the Resident Evil 5 storyline, Wesker's experiments in the effects of cryosleep caused her hair to turn blonde, the Resident Evil 3 remake gives her natural... I mean, that makes sense. Later in Death Island... Oh, she's dyed it brown again. Oh, Jill is still blonde. She dyed it back to being brown. I mean, let's be fair. The real world reasoning is because they wanted to redesign her. Blondes were hot. They wanted her to look attractive in Resident Evil 5. That's the real world reason. Then the real world reason again in Death Island is because they just probably wanted to reuse the model. But I didn't consider that maybe she dyed it. That is also fair. She wanted to overcome the events of Resident Evil 5. That makes sense. Now, realistically, they probably didn't. They just were like, listen, we don't want to have to do too much. So I get it. It made her skin pale. I guess I could see it. Yeah, people are either speculating that she dyed her hair blonde or that her pigmentation returned since she was no longer in cryosleep. One or the other. I mean, ultimately, all of this is kind of just copium for the fact that they just wanted to reuse the model. And I'm not even mad at them for it. It's just, I don't know why they didn't just keep it. I mean, I could understand the dying part, because it's like, look, I was Wesker's slave for like however many years, right? 4 or 5 years or some shit. I want to move on from that. I get it. And part of that is that her entire look was all fucked up because of it. Her hair got oxidized? That's crazy. Yeah, apparently people hate her blonde look. I don't understand. I thought it was cool. It's not even on a I Love Blondes method. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, you know, you can, your hair will grow and it will potentially heal, so that's also possible. Oh, the swear stuff is briefly just fucks up to kill more. So yeah, I mean, Devil May Cry was never meant to be that serious. I think DMC 3 was the first time they really established a plot line, and then DMC 4 was the first time that they really, like, you know, that's why people couldn't place it on the timeline, really. They just knew what happened after DMC 3. And I guess DMC 1 because Trish is there. I haven't played 5 yet. That's one thing I'm going to play with Gundam Otaku, so I'll play that. But, you know, people, I don't even know where 2 is supposed to be. And look, I'm going to be real with you, dog. Novelizations, generally, I don't take as being super canon, unless it's explicitly stated. To be fair, the one series I like the plot for, which is Assassin's Creed, they did a lot of shit in their novelizations. They end plot lines in comics that like 100,000 people are going to read, as opposed to in the video games that millions of people are going to play. It's like, what in the actual fuck is going on, man? It's just very, very stupid, very tiresome. You gotta remember, like, a lot of these series were not, they didn't know they were gonna have mass appeal for a lot of it, man. A lot of these series, they had no idea that they were gonna go on for 20 fucking years. Like, they just did things. They didn't know. To be fair, 20 years ago, did you think we'd have, well, I thought we would have way more games than what we do now. I guess that's not totally true either. I thought we would have way more video games now than 20 years ago. Today, we are just fucked. We could barely even get a game out anymore. That's how fucked the future is. It's so shitty. Yeah, the whole game is a ballsy move, including basically making you play the game in reverse, which I don't hate as much, but it definitely is a valid criticism of the game. Yeah, it's basically not really any relation to the previous games besides the characters, yeah. But remember, it wasn't very well received when they had when they changed to Nero. People didn't like that. You know, they did the same thing with MGS. They definitely built the world, I'll agree. You know, it's like when Resident Evil 4 finally moved beyond Umbrella for 5 minutes. It's like, wow, look at this crazy shit. We get this, you know, this cult in Spain. And I do like that Resident Evil 4 Remake does expand on some things, but it also kind of does bad things for the lore as well. I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of it. You know, you could definitely tell that Resident Evil 4 was made in the image of Metal Gear Solid with the cutscenes. Well, I mean, do we need to see Umbrella get killed off screen? I mean, we kind of don't. You know, we also have, like, they filled in the blanks later, and I think Revelations was it? Or something, or it was one of the games, but there was never like a full game where you play as Chris and you literally like kick in Umbrella's like door, basically. That never happened. They basically just get fucked. It's like, well, how could the US government threw them under the bus? I mean, and let's be fair, rightfully fucking so, they threw them under the fucking bus. They're like, well, we can't help you. What do you want us to do? We had to nuke a city full of, you know, 1 million people. It was wiped off the face of the earth. Or, well, they didn't nuke it, they non-nuked it. You know, they didn't actually use nukes. They used N2s. The huge cliffhanger of 2 fizzles out at the start of 3. I mean, not really. Isn't that what Code Veronica is? But yeah, I see what you're saying, right? Like, let's think about it. Because Code Veronica came out in, what, 2000? On the Dreamcast of all fucking consoles, and then it got ported. So Code Veronica comes out in 2000. It takes place in 1998, at the end of the year, basically. Okay, and then what's the next game after Code Veronica is what? Dead Aim? No, I know what you're saying. I'm trying to build the timeline, right? So, like, in real life, what was the release order after Code Veronica? Resident Evil release order. What was it? Can I get like a list of it? Here we go. fiercepc.co.uk. Nemesis. Okay, so Code Veronica comes out. That takes place in 98. Zero comes out, but that's a prequel to everything. And then after that, oh, these are only the major games. So that kind of sucks. But then after that, after Zero, you jump ahead to 2004 canonically. Yeah, Zero's a prequel. So then you jump ahead 6 years. Umbrella's already toast. They've been toast for how long? But in the story of the game, what is the lore? The lore of Resident Evil, if I could find it. Release timeline? Oh, fuck. Okay, well, the release timeline isn't going to tell me the story timeline. Okay, but the release timeline's good, right? So we had the remake. Okay. Code Veronica 2. No, wait. Survivor? Oh, that's the gun game. Yeah, so they had Code Veronica and Resident Evil Survivor the same year. Survivor, I don't even think gets fucking referenced anymore. Zero and Evil came out in 2002. Dead Aim and Outbreak, then Outbreak File 2, and then in 2005 we had Resident Evil 4. And then it went dormant for a year, and then we had the Umbrella Chronicles for the Wii, which actually gave some canon stuff. It gave a couple canon scenarios, right? Wesker's survival was canonized, even though we already knew he survived in Code Veronica. I think it was a missable cutscene in the original Code Veronica that he survives, right? I think X added a lot of things back into it. Yeah. Umbrella Chronicles goes through Zero, the Mansion Incident, and then Raccoon's Destruction, which is Resident Evil 3. And then there's one final scenario which takes place in 2003. Wasn't there was it Dark Side Chronicles where Wesker escapes? No, it's they added it. Yeah, okay. They added some new dude in it as well, so that way they could fight him in the final chapter, which is really funny. Yeah, so it wasn't until 2003 that Umbrella actually got fucking cooked. So think about that. They survived 5 years canonically after Raccoon City. Think about that one. That's crazy that they were still around for 5 years after this massive fuck up. Or at least they were able to cripple the rest of them. I don't know how it completely collapsed. You're right, it wasn't really detailed too much. We just have Leon's narration where he talks about, I'll never forget 1998. You know, after it came to light that Umbrella was experimenting on bullshit and the United States government destroyed them. Like, yeah, it's we already know it happened, but, you know, that's because a game later filled in the blanks. So, like, a game will release later, but then fill in timeline blanks. But yeah, all these characters are too old, man. Yeah, so they added a bunch of sub-chapters as well, which is cool. Yeah, they have Blue Umbrella. Well, it's even in the 7 DLC. Oh, I did play the 7 DLC. I forgot about that. That was a long time ago, man. And that's what I'm sad about, man. Like... Dark Side Chronicles was the one I don't think I got to play. It's a hidden scenario. What the fuck? I like that they gave Krauser good backstory. I don't think Darkseid was as good though. I feel like Umbrella was where they put most of their shit, and then they were like, okay, well we'll have the Leon games now, or we'll have the Leon and Claire games. I feel like they definitely put more work into Umbrella Chronicles for sure. It's a shame that they won't. They really should. Like, I will always say that they should always re-release shit, man. You're never going to hear me say that they should not have more modernized versions of any of this. I'll always say that because, like, you know, you want to play it. Well, do you have fucking Wii Zappers or PlayStation Moves? Remember that? No one remembers that, probably. Yeah, this is actually one of the longest periods we've gone without a Resident Evil game. From Resident Evil 4 Remake. There was like some iPhone game they released. I don't really care about any of that shit though. 2003 to 2020, sorry, 2023 to 2026. Resident Evil Requiem. This shit coming out early next year. Are you serious? How the hell are we going back to the fucking Raccoon City hotels? Like, I don't even understand that. I'm sorry, there's an amiibo of Grace as well? What are we talking about? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, sometimes I'm cool with it. I feel like going back to Raccoon City is where we're definitely looping too hard, and it feels like a way to reuse assets a little bit. Now, I don't hate that on principle, because a lot of games reuse assets very well, but, like, it's a little bit different than, like, Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. The biggest problem with Tears of the Kingdom is it just acts like Breath of the Wild didn't happen. I'm glad I'm not the only person that fucking feels that way. But, like, how many times are we gonna go back to Raccoon City, bro? I feel like we're still stuck in 1998. Feels like we just never left, and I don't know, man. Stink curry, very nice. That's not who the protagonist is. The protagonist is the daughter of a character from Outbreak, which probably implies that most, if not all, of the characters from Outbreak survive Outbreak canonically. I'm not even gonna get started on that. Let's just take that for granted. Thank God. Yeah, what are they gonna do? Make Resident Evil games into the fucking 2050s? Like, dude, every major character is gonna be ancient. No, I think it's actually cool to bring back the Outbreak characters. I don't hate that. At least these are characters that don't come out of nowhere. They're trying to have Resident Evil go away from the superheroes, right? Like, they don't want to have the same 10 dudes show up who are like super military trained people. Like, Ethan is just a normal dude. Like, before everything, Ethan is just a normal guy. Grace is also just an FBI agent. She's the daughter of someone who escaped Raccoon City. That's it. I don't know, I just hope this game isn't too much of fucking Alien Isolation. I like fighting in Resident Evil. What was Vendetta? What? Oh, that's the one where they're shooting. Yo, all the movies are literally just Chris Leon, aren't they? Dude, is Leon in every single fucking movie? Dude, what the hell? Every single Resident Evil animated movie has Leon in it. What? Yeah, Welcome to Raccoon City was garbage. Unfortunately. What the hell was Infinite Darkness? Infinite Darkness was that live action? No, it's not, right? No, it's not. What? What was Infinite Darkness? The White House is targeted. What the fuck? Ah, I remember this. This was like a COVID era thing. Yeah, I remember this. It was real short too. I barely remembers this. Yeah, they had like Timu Ada Wong as Leon's like half love interest. Then they fucking murder the shit out of her. I forgot all about that. And this is the one where Claire ends up fucking hating, Claire hates fucking Leon. They kind of get on bad terms. Because I'm pretty sure canonically they were only really... I don't think they were really ever that great together. Like, people ship them all the time. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really think Claire and Leon are... They're not that great. Leon becomes like a super agent, and Claire becomes like a freedom fucking press lady. They are completely... They're just opposed. They were never gonna... It was never gonna work out. But to be fair, waiting for Ada also isn't working out either. Leon's entire life is fucked up. Are you fucking serious? What is going on? All right, let's take the blue mage in. What class is he, Viper? Okay, I was about to say, yeah, let's take that. I was joking, and then I was like, wait, maybe they'll take me seriously. Oh my god, that's funny. All right, what was I doing? Yeah, what were all the other movies? Degeneration, Damnation, Vendetta, Infinite Darkness, and Death Island. They've had a whole series of fucking spin-offs. What was Degeneration? Degeneration is in 2005. When is Infinite Darkness? What year does Infinite Darkness take place? 2006. So Degeneration takes place the year prior. Damnation is 2011. Vendetta is 2014. And then Death Island is 2015. Man, this timeline is all over the place. I guess they had to set Infinite Darkness afterwards because otherwise they wouldn't be friends anymore. I don't know if they ever really reconciled. And to be honest, I don't think they ever will. I think people read way too much into we need one more adventure. I think the more realistic outcome is that maybe there just aren't a lot of bioterrorists left. Like, I'm being honest with you, the fact that anything is happening in Raccoon City again is already a fuck up on the US government. Like, what is it? A super deep, like, third nest that we don't know about? Like, what is going on? How could there even be anything left? Someone is fucking up who shouldn't be. They're gonna have to establish a Chernobyl tier exclusion zone around Raccoon City. They probably already have. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Like I said, I prefer Resident Evil when you're fighting. I don't like Resident Evil when it's a whole bunch of, like, you can't fight back against the shit. Maybe that's a little bit action-y, but Resident Evil has always been part action. I mean, go look at the first game's intro trailer. It looks like an 80s movie. With all the live action, it doesn't even look anything like what Resident Evil would become. They literally have an 80s style, here are your cool badass characters intro reel. Why? Because that, what do you think it was based off of? Literally based off the same shit. Oh, come the fuck on, dude. I'm about to be done, bro. This is ridiculous. If people would just stop leaving for 5 minutes, you would get into a party, but no one has any patience. We need more TikTok and fidget spinners so people will stick around. They're going to integrate TikTok into this game. Oh, guys, I need to stim. I've got the zoomies. Oh, time to waste money. Fuck you. I'm gonna have to do it. I have no choice. I hate my life. Oh, there's the drift. Yep, look at that. Look at that. That is way more than what I pushed. I'm doing the most gentle of nudging to see if I could get it out. No, they're gone, bro. They're gone. Look what you have to do to get it clear in this fucking economy. Seriously. Okay, now it wants to be cheeky. Okay. Dude, the Resident Evil timeline is so fucking insane. Let's see. The game was originally conceived as an online open world multiplayer game, but the concept was scrapped for a more traditional Resident Evil game. Yeah, gee, I wonder what would have happened if they made yet another online Resident Evil game. Gee, I could only imagine how well that would fucking work. I miss Logan. I miss him too. I miss my pets too. I even said that today when I was taking care of my last turtle. I was like, dude, I miss my fucking turtle, dude. I miss good old Mooch. I had him for so long. I miss him. That shit really depressed me. And of course, a bunch of people just were completely heartless about it. They're like, ah, it's just a turtle, who cares? I'm like, yeah, but he was my turtle. Man, people are aliens, and then they'll swear that they're the most, like, mature people, and then they're just a lot of spicy words. I'm on stream. There's not enough variants of the N-word to say about people sometimes. It's one of the biggest faults of the English language. Like, it was my turtle. I had him for over 20 years. Like, what? Of course I'm gonna feel sad. You know how many days I would come home from school and I would see him just chilling? He was having a good time. I watched that little turtle. That turtle used to be smaller than, like, shorter than one of my fingers and smaller than, like, my palm. And then he grew to this monstrous size, comparatively. I miss him, man. He was a good turtle. He was chill. But of course, nothing good ever happens in life, so whatever. Pigman Winter. That's why I'm not doing pets no more, because all it is just a countdown to sadness and disappointment and misery. I'm not doing that no more. That's the end. That's a Louis joke, actually, that why even buy a pet? You're just gonna be sad someday. Yeah, basically. Alright, folks, let's get this shit on the road. I'd like to go back to my dreamland. My wife and beautiful children are awaiting me in my dreams, so can we hurry this up? Oh my god, I didn't think that would ready up. What the fuck? Now I'm not ready. I mean, I wish you luck with your new pet. Me, I can't do pets anymore. I'm done. I'm cooked.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can't do that shit no more.
Challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair.
Hey look, a tank that pulls with tank stance on and he stands north. So that way he doesn't actually pull and constantly make the fucking shit flip back and forth. Wow, dude. And then he shirks and he goes on his way. It's almost like he knows how to play the fucking video game. That's insane. I can't believe it.
There.
It's almost like he knows how to play the game.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Why the hell did I do that? Yeah, I lucked out.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Nah, I'm not a cat person. Everyone always yells at me about that too, dude. I don't find the appeal in that. So I'm already done with pets to begin with, so it doesn't even matter to me regardless. It's over for me with pets. I ain't doing that shit no more. It's done.
The wind answers my call.
Okay, that's fine. Bro, why did he not move? What in the fuck is going... Bro, why did he not move? Why did he just stand there? Oh my fucking god, dude. Like, seriously, why did he just stand there? Oh my fucking god, dude. You have the most mobility out of anybody. Shut the fuck up.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Why would you not just move all the fucking way up? I don't get it, man. I'm tired. I'm gonna be out of here.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Just give it to us first. I'm so sick of them giving it to the fucking DPS, and then I have to play a gambling game if they're gonna move. Just give it to me.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm.
I'm just fucking torturing myself with this stupid fucking fight at this point.
The wind answers my call.
Thank you. Oh, that was the drift right there. I felt that. Okay, sometimes you just have to press it like 10 fucking times and then maybe it'll work.
But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Because they're never going to change the stupid chaining of home gang, which is absolutely bonkers, so you have to use a macro to be safe. I love it. Thanks, guys.
True.
Okay, fun time. I'm not even greeting this shit. It's too late to greet. Okay.
Oh no!
Wow, that worked.
For the challenger.
Not bad. Not
Look at that
bad.
drift. Oh, we're fucking done, dude. This shit's over. I'm changing this controller out. Thank you for your service. Nope. Nope. We're done. We're fucking done. I appreciate it, brother. We are done. What is this? Forget it, bruh.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
The other problem is that like half these controllers are just too small for my fucking hands. Stupid bullshit, man.
I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Oh, great. Fun time. Okay, now how the fuck did he die? That wasn't me. I'm literally all the fucking way over here.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Oh boy. Told you it's not my fault. You'll know when it's my fault. Trust me. That was not my fault.
You must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fuck. That was my fault. I should have done what I did.
Surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true.
Well, I can tell you we're not making the fucking DPS check now. Don't worry, we're not gonna make it to it in the first place, but I can tell we're cooked. Okay. Oh, Posh, you and your friends are about to make a fuck ton of money.
Not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Because champion circuit is literally follow the leader, so I just need to find someone who's reliable and just follow them. I can do that. I can obey orders. You thought I was gonna be late on that, huh? I'm never late. I arrive precisely when I mean to. That's it. The wolves are attacking each other. You see that? That was really cool. They're like fighting each other. Oh man, that's funny. No, he's my prey.
Where are my biting wings?
And now you wonder why I have to do 6 hours of this a day to get the best outcomes. Like, well, Spray, why do you have to do this so much? Haven't you beat it yet? No. And people keep asking me, you haven't beaten it yet? No shit, Sherlock, I haven't fucking beaten it yet. Man, like, it's not even anyone in here. It's like, no, what do you think? You think I've cleared this shit yet?
Pack of wolves.
Ridiculous, man. All right, ready? Okay, we're here. Read into revolutionary, because fuck me. I ain't even greeting. Fuck that. Goodbye. Sorry, I ain't doing this shit no more. You haven't beaten it yet? As if it's only up to me whether or not I beat it, bro. What do you mean?
Try this.
Oh my god, we're staying? Dude, can you fucking not? Oh boy, well, it was fun. Yes, dude! I love it! Yo! Dude, that's so great. And my thirst for battle, it gets my heart a-racing.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I'm gonna start lying I'm on Enrage Prog. That's the final step.
There.
How? And you've cleared this.
I wonder if you can keep up.
That's like Fisher-Price mechanics, bro.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Watch, now my controller's gonna get me killed via drift. I can't wait.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse a storm.
Yeah, if I kill a DPS with my fucking tornado, I just need to get used to killing them with it. There's a billion ways for them to move as range. I shouldn't even give a shit. Bruh, you have all this space, dude. Please move. No. Fuck off, dude. Dude, fuck off. Just move more, bro. I ain't doing this shit. I ain't even dealing with it. Good lord. Alright, fine. I'll do something different for this party that no other party I have to do. Sure, dude.
Let's begin, shall we?
Everyone else moves, not this guy.
Can the
Okay.
challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Just give it to me
wonder
first,
if you
please.
can
Enough
keep
of
up.
this shit. So dumb, man.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
And I am in melee range, which is the crazy part, but
With
whatever. I
Fenrir's
digress, bro.
might,
Whatever.
I rouse a storm.
Man, I feel sorry for your last party finder then.
The wind answers my call.
Thank you, by the way. No, the real answer is you just don't want to move. But whatever.
That must have hurt. But they're not out to fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
My true.
That was some interesting camera motion I did there. I don't particularly like that I had to do it. Whoever came up with Millennial Decay was feeling extra fucking misanthropic. That is so ridiculous.
Not
That
bad.
one mechanic causes
Not
way too
bad.
many problems for being
We
such an
scarcely
easy
forgot.
fucking mechanic, dude. In the next party I'm in, I'll move exactly like that and get him killed every single time. Then he'll ask me, why the fuck are you so close? And I'll say, well, when last party finder, I was close. No fucking bloodletting on that.
Bear my biting wings. Still you stand. How delightful. The earth is mine to command. A pack of wolves.
That was a mistake. Whatever.
this.
Oh no! That was too much for the Challenger! The Challenger rises again! Can they turn this around?
Alright, well, phase 2. Good fucking God.
Will not lose. I need more power.
Fenrir's unbound might! This is a horrible time to have to piss. Yes. That's when you're gonna get to phase 2, when you're out of time or when you just can't do it. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Oh yeah, this is a UV1 party. What the fuck? Wait, we can hold LV3 for one scene. What? We're gonna see UV1.
They moved to floating death traps! How will they fight with so little room?
Now I fight with everything I have. Prepare yourself. There's no escape. Will you be able to stay on your
No,
feet?
that's death. It's over.
I will rent all asunder.
This is an out and a right.
Such potent magics! But will they be enough to turn the tide?
Is there only one quake? Oh. You cannot bring that over here at all, under any circumstance.
Is this the end?
You'll have nowhere to
anyway.
stand.
Something about this arena makes my computer shit itself, at least in OBS. I have no idea what it is either. Alright, well. Okay. Awful. Oh boy, what percentage was that? I don't even know. Moon Cleaver, I don't even fucking know, man. Don't even care. Bruh. What? What are we... What? I don't care. Fuck it. I don't even give a shit. It's not even my fucking problem. It actually isn't. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, if you look on the Mooncleaver thing for where the fuck do I go, Mooncleaver, the main tank stands southwest, the Parade tank is southeast, and the party is northeast for Mooncleaver always. So when they got cleaved on the northwest platform, that was objectively not my problem. That was also not my fault. No one blamed me, but it doesn't matter where I stand on the southwest. In fact, in the Hector video and the Where the Fuck Do I Go, I stand exactly southwest, always, it looks like. And that's exactly where I stood. Yep, no worries. Take it easy. Jesus. Fortunately, I don't need either of those. Dude, I'm not refooting. Are you out of your fucking mind? Why the hell am I still here? Yes, I am refooting. Who gives a shit? Well, we'll disband in 2 pulls anyway. Okay. I don't have it. I've been potting, don't you worry. I pot every pull so no one can say I'm committing. Or not committing, I guess.
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Unless I genuinely forget. Like I'm not intending to not, I'm not intending to not pot. Ridiculous.
There!
I wonder if you can keep up.
It's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
I haven't added anything to the counter today, so every pull I do today, I have to add to the counter. I haven't cheated yet.
But they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
My truth! Not bad. Not bad. But we've scarcely begun. Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! Pack of wolves! Try this!
We're going to 4, I believe, after this. Okay. Bro is safe. Keep yourself safe, folks. Okay, death. All right, we're done.
The challenger's down! Is this the end?
It's over. You cannot recover from this.
Rise it again!
We don't have enough people, man. This shit is lethal. Goodbye.
Oh no!
I like how that was not the thing that even killed us. I was like, he's definitely getting hit by that.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
Oh, look at that. That was not as much as I wanted to walk there. That was crazy.
There. I wonder if you can keep up.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
Alrighty. He got killed dashing in. I know that's not where he actually was when he got killed. I just think it's funny.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Must have heard, but they're not out of the fight yet.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
Oh, where did that colossal thing come from?
Fly true!
No. Oh. Fucking dreadful.
Not bad, not bad. But we've scarcely begun.
Hilarious.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! A pack of wolves!
I ain't that.
Try this!
Oh, then we have to shift across. Jesus. Thank you. Alright, well, he died. That's not great.
For the challenger. The challenger rises again. Can we turn this around?
No, I don't think LB can save us. I think we have 2 DPS weaknesses right now. No. I mean, even if we did, both healers and the summoner died, so no. You see how weakness took that right away from us? Double weakness fucked us there. Oh. Are you done? Please say no. Someone just fucking leave so I can get out of here. Yeah, like you have weakness, it's over.
Let's begin, shall we?
Can the challenger defeat the wolf in his own lair?
I forgot to pot. I genuinely forgot. That's on me. I was too busy reading the chat. I'm sorry. They're having. There's not even anything I should even read because it doesn't even apply to me.
I wonder if you can keep
This is
up.
probably the last pull of the night anyway. Thank God I can get the fuck out of here.
Such speed, it's as if there's a pack of him.
With Fenrir's might, I rouse the storm. The wind answers my call.
Ah, it didn't go off. Damn, that sucks. All this proves is I should have fucking streamed earlier today, and I shouldn't have taken a nap. I should have just like chilled, set an alarm, and then come back in like an hour. I don't know. I wasn't even really that tired. I was just kind of lazy. I was like, yeah, I'll just fuck around today, whatever.
Fenrir's power can be wielded in surprising ways.
I kind of knew I shouldn't have, and I did anyway, and that was a huge mistake.
Where did that colossal thing
Could have
come
put in
from?
another 6 hours today.
Fly true!
Coming in. Oh, he's already here. Very nice.
Not bad. Not bad, but we've scarcely begun.
A little bit of drift on that.
Bear my biting wings! Still you stand. How delightful! The earth is mine to command! Pack of wolves!
And my biggest mistake was I didn't get off upheaval in time. Eminent. Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're back on their feet. Let's see if they can stay standing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I cannot bail him out there because I have to mint myself or I'll die. Right, you're good.
Try this!
We're shifting to... brother. Oh my
Oh
lord.
no, that was too much for the Challenger.
No, what? Why?
The Challenger's down. Is this the end?
It's over. You would have to tank LB3 here to save this, which she's not going to do. Alright, folks, I think that's enough. Yep. I will do more tomorrow as well. I mean, the DPS was there, it's just the fucking deaths to whatever the fuck. It is what it is. Anyway, I didn't expect to do anything crazy today. I'll update the totals. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm out of here. Thanks, Ash. Thanks, Aladen. Thanks, Ninarg. Thanks, everyone who showed up. Much appreciated. I'm not really going to bed, but I'm just going to go chill and then go to sleep in like maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. All right.